Hello there and welcome back to Broken Sword. Now last time, George had himself an interesting few days as he travelled to Ireland, a place called Loch Marn, in search of Professor Pegram, who in turn was searching for the Loch Marn gem, which is tied into the puzzle that we have on the manuscript in Nico's apartment. Gem sitting on top of a tripod. Sorry, I forgot what it was called there. Gem sitting on top of a tripod. Now we know where the tripod is. That's in the Croon Museum. So I'm assuming we're going to be borrowing that very soon. While we're there, we managed to get our hands on the gem by happenstance because Pegram's in the wind. He's just gone. I don't know whether he's been kidnapped, caught or whatever. He just disappeared. The gem itself was given to his local assistant, who was meant to give it to a guy called Marche. I might be wrong on that. Marche is the first name that popped into my head. Anyway, supposed to give it to him. We asked a bit too many questions. He went running out of the pub, got hit by a Ferrari. I'm going to call it a Ferrari. It was a sports car. Looked like a Ferrari. Anyway, he gets hit, drops the gem down into the wine cellar of the pub, and guy who hit him with the car got out dressed as a pixie, dragged him off into the car and then drove off with him, assuming that he had the gem on him, but he didn't. So we now have the gem. We're getting there. We're getting there. So we now have the gem. We also picked up a clue in the dig site itself, which led us, or it has led us, back to Paris and a place called Montfaucon, which we haven't actually visited yet. So we're going to be doing that in this episode, and that's where going to be our starting point. We all with it? That was a bit of long-winded intro. It really was. However, it's over with now. So we're just going to roll with it. So grab your favourite drinks and snacks, curl up somewhere comfortable, come hang out with me as we jump straight back into Broken Sword. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy. So, we have to go to Montfaucon. We also have to go see... I think we'll keep coming to see Lobino as well, because we need this. This is what we need. Oh, Lobino.
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie. Hey, I visited Nicole's apartment.
Of course you did.
Yeah, she told me you came by.
Ooh, quite a fine Georgie boy. I didn't expect anything quite so sexy.
I hope you're referring to them.
Yeah, I was going to say, I really hope you're referring to them.
Of course.
Yeah, she'll punch you in the face.
What do you make of this?
It's the biggest gemstone I've ever seen.
I don't know whether I should have shown him
Where
that.
did you get it?
From Professor Pegram's messenger boy.
Pegram? Professor Nigel Pegram?
Also, this guy's just, you know, walking right between two people as they're having a conversation. How rude.
He was, until he disappeared.
Yeah, so he's not there, he just disappeared.
Pegram find this on his dig?
Yeah, the site
Yes.
where this was found was a Templar castle. Do you think it could be part of the Templar treasure?
No, I shouldn't think so. You're not one of those crazies who think the Templars still exist, are you?
They probably do in some form.
Well,
Maybe not as the Templars, but they probably still exist in some form. Do you think about that?
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
Alamut is the name of the place where the Hashashin were based.
Oh, really?
Where is it?
Somewhere in what used to be called Persia. I'm not too hot on modern geography, I'm afraid.
Yeah, Persia doesn't technically exist anymore.
I have shows America
It's like
as an English college.
Loads of different countries. Right, so
What did you make
manuscript?
of the manuscript?
It dates from the time of the Crusades.
We guessed that from the Templar seal.
It's a story and pictures like a modern-day comic book.
Okay.
What
Tell
story
me more.
does the manuscript tell?
I don't know. It was probably produced for the tourist market.
Tourists?
Oh, oui.
Really?
Pilgrims in their thousands on their way to Jerusalem. The tourist trade is nothing new, you know. It's been around for centuries. Ever
Do you
since
really think
Joshua
so,
made a
though?
packet selling souvenir bricks from the walls of Jericho.
Have you deciphered any of the images on the manuscript?
There's very little I can be sure about. The slang of the bull could be a reference to Mithras.
Mithras?
Who's he?
Who's that? Yeah, what's
Persian
that?
god, almost as popular as Christ at one time. The only thing I can be sure
Same guy.
of is the knight. He's
Not really.
Spanish.
So don't come at us.
The writing on the shield, the reference to Ave Maria. No self-respecting knight from Northern Europe would have borne a coat of arms like that.
Oh, really?
Can you identify the knight's coat of arms?
I already did, Georgie.
Thank you.
He's a member of the De Vasconcelos family from the Costa Calida.
Were they famous?
No, they're not mentioned after the 15th century.
Oh.
Wiped
The
out?
spotlight of history moved on. They're probably long dead.
Somehow I
Do you know
doubt it.
Pilgrim well?
Not really. I met him at a conference. I would have liked to talk to him in depth, but I didn't have time.
When was this?
Oh, back in the summer, July, I think.
Not too long ago then. Do we have anything else that we can think? I don't think we can have anything else we can talk
Thanks for
about
your
with
help,
him.
Andre.
You're welcome.
Okay, so now we've talked to him. We can go to where's Montfaucon? There we go. Another cafe. Hello. So yeah, oh sorry. Another thing that we did in the last episode is we actually went to visit Marche at the hospital, and he was assassinated as well. And we learned a whole bunch of stuff. I don't think he's gonna let us. That guy, he looks a bit sus.
Hey you! What do you think you are doing? Leave that comer alone.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to get rid of him.
Sorry, no harm intended.
You stay away from that.
Why? Also, who are you and why do you have a...
In French, English, and German it read, in 1312, Pope Clement V dissolved the knightly order of the Templars and excommunicated its members on charges of heresy. The following 2 years, many of the knights were hanged on this site. Their Grand Master, Jacques de Molay, was burnt at the stake on an island in the Seine.
Of course. See, I'm just wondering why he thinks he had a, you know, say in what was going on.
I didn't have time to sit around.
I don't know what we're doing in here. Oh, hello. I seem to remember that. Do you know what? I remember that. That right there.
There in the company of his fellows. Biblical references engraved into the tomb edge to guide his way to the next world. I guess.
Oh, you guess. Scroll will have a movie reel.
Scroll was a symbol of scholarship. I knew that much. A scholarly knight. That rang a bell. A very Spanish bell.
A Spanish bell? I don't know what you mean.
Somehow it looked more modern than its neighbor.
I mean, they don't really make windows like that anymore.
In it. I was a Sunday school dropout. A stone knight lay in full stone armor.
I wonder what that is.
Blank eyes.
Can we interact
looking
with
at
that?
the ceiling. Carrying all that armor around must have been hard work.
It is probably like really heavy. Like I can't even imagine doing
I didn't have time.
like wearing armor, like full body armor, like of the knightly kind. I don't think we can do anything in here right now. We should go and talk. Let's just go talk to this guy. I can go up there, but I think that's just going to lead me back. Yeah, it leads me back to the church. All right. Or chapel, cathedral. Is it chapel or is it cathedral? I can never really tell the difference. Can we steal a cup? No?
Excuse me, officer.
Hi.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Yeah. Tell me about those.
Only that they were excommunicated in 1312 and hanged in their dozens. within this very square?
Boy, what they teach in the police academy these days.
Indeed.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
Oh,
Shouldn't
makes
you be
sense.
off directing traffic or something?
You have seen the Parisian traffic, no?
I have, yes. There is no controlling
I could
that.
direct the traffic. The most dangerous, the east side of Rome.
You cannot control the traffic in Paris.
Enjoy the sun,
I have been there.
the architecture, and the Sauvignon. Which would you choose?
Yeah, but I'm not a policeman. What happened to duty?
An excellent question, monsieur.
Would you like to shake? I stopped myself barely in time.
I mean, it's probably a bad idea, but I kind of want to get someone. I know I'm going to get someone with it.
Build the Bastille just so they could throw me in and throw away the key. Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
May as well ask about it.
Pattern looks Middle Eastern.
Have you seen this man before?
May as well.
Oh, who is it?
I believe him to be an international assassin.
Oh,
Is that all you can say?
Oh, yes. Oh,
I did wonder if I should say that I believe you to be an international paranoiac, but it didn't seem polite.
I mean, true. It's not very polite.
Do you know what this is?
Aha! You're
No, it's not nose candy.
The notorious nose candy.
No, it's not.
I read Hollywood Wives. I know all about it.
If you tried to sniff this stuff, you'd wall up your nostrils. It's plaster of Paris.
It is. Thank you.
Yes, good job. We don't know.
One awful moment. I thought I might actually have to arrest somebody.
Now that would be a shame. That would be very much a shame, wouldn't it?
You have no idea.
Does this red nose mean anything to you?
Aha! A prosthetic nose.
Yes.
Very significant.
It
Really?
is?
No, I am just having a little joke.
Very funny. Ha ha. So I'm not going to finish the line. I'm not going to finish the line.
What do you make of this grease paint stained tissue?
Delightful. Would you like to see some of my used tissues?
I think I'll pass on. I think I'll pass on that one.
Please put yours away.
Take a look at this.
Ah, an electrician.
Are we going to get?
What do you think of this?
A blood pressure sleeve.
May as well ask him about everything.
Do you know what this is?
It's a sewer key.
Actually, very true. That's actually what it's called.
Look at this gem. What do you think?
Cut glass.
No, it's not. It's for real.
What kind of madman would go around waving a priceless gem
That is
under
a
people's
absolutely
noses?
fair
So either
point.
it's glass or I'm mad. I didn't like to think about that for too long.
Maybe a little bit of both. Right.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
I once read a list of low-stress jobs.
We need to get rid of him, and I can't remember how we do that.
Obviously, this guy hadn't read the same list.
Are we actually done here? 'Cause I can't open that. And I can't look anything there. I don't think I can do anything in here. Are we going out this way? Hold on. That looked like a hand there for a second. Like to pick up. We're going to take a drink. In your own time. That'll be a no. Alright then. So we may need to come back to that. Cafe. Should we go see... Should we go see Nico? I don't think
Hello,
it's
George.
Hello.
Is there something going on between you and Labino?
Me as well
What
ask the
business
question.
is it of yours? We agreed all this. The clown, the Templars, strictly business, remember?
Yeah, but...
Yeah,
So
I would
get
like.
off my case.
I would like to know.
Do you think the assassin was responsible for killing Marquet?
It was
I
Marquet.
don't think so. He could have finished him off the first time. Besides, Marquet would have recognized him.
He was pumped to the gills with sedatives. He wouldn't have recognized the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse unless they'd introduced themselves.
Fair point. Right.
Do you want to look after the gem?
No, George. I'd be too tempted to sell it.
Very, very fair point. Right. If we have a look at...
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
If we look at the manuscript, let's have a look at the Montfaucon part, which is this. This one.
Knight with a crystal ball. The Knight Scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened.
That's the Montfaucon one, isn't it?
There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
So that's... We've got the gem, we haven't got the tripod. That I have no idea about.
There's a guy working on a loom.
And then
There's
this one.
a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
Look there, 2 guys on the same...
Just how long have you known Labino?
I guess we can ask another question. Okay.
He helped me out when I was a fresher. Showed me around, that sort of thing.
You never told me that before. I thought he was just a working acquaintance.
So he is. I rarely see him these days. You know, he hasn't changed much. A little lesser at the front, perhaps.
I think there may be a little bit of jealousy in play here. Right.
That is not a good idea.
Okay. So what are we...
I'd better get back to the quest.
Yes. I have no idea what we're doing. Right. Museum. We need this.
No, monsieur. No. No. Okay.
Yeah, alright. Can we just hide in there now? Because we know he's coming for it.
Leave it alone. That closet is over.
Again, it's not a closet.
Closet? It's a sarcophagus.
Okay, do I have to open the... Alright, are we just literally hiding now? If we open the door, if we open that up, there's nothing we can do at Montfaucon. Are you going across there? Are you going to be interrupted? Are you going to... There we go. Hide.
It is closing time, Monsieur
okay.
Lobino.
Already, there are just
Well,
enough
alright.
hours in the day.
More than enough.
I was waiting for the... We could be here for
I can't
hours.
wait to get home and put my feet up.
Eh bien, see you tomorrow.
Good night, Monsieur.
Good night. We're just gonna lock up as it... Oh, cool. Oh shit. Alright. Also, that's... Is that the... It's a really weird back for a sarcophagus. That doesn't look thick enough to have him in. Push.
What the? Who's there?
Let's get out of here!
Hello? Was that Nico being a cat
When I
burglar?
woke up, I was at the police station. Luckily, I managed to persuade Rosso I was innocent.
Poor George.
What a mess. I bungled the whole thing.
I don't think so. You made a pretty good job of distracting those 2
Yeah, so that was Nico.
Yeah,
I
but
completely
the
forgot about
killer got
that.
away
I
with
thought
the
we actually
tripod.
pushed that thing over and smashed the thing and made a daring escape for it.
Can dress up in costume?
You mean it was you who stole the tripod?
Yes.
Oh, hell, Nico. I could have been shot.
Those dogs are more likely to shoot their own feet.
Yeah, calm down a little bit.
Told me your plans. We're supposed to be in this together.
That is a fair point as well.
Pantomime cat.
Donne celle que Georgie, please.
Oh,
I mean,
rats.
Catwoman.
Don't call me Georgie.
I'm here for it.
Oh, I
Catwoman.
really thought you'd be
Someone's
pleased.
slinging down a rope and you're on
After all, we-
cat burglar stuff. Woof. Yeah, Catwoman could get it. Catwoman could get it. Right.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
So we have the tripod. We have the crystal.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
Look,
Okay.
But the reflect. There's a
It annoys me that we'll have to look at all of these
the
to get out.
through my teeth.
Right.
I'd better get back to the quest.
So what we're doing with the tripod? Right. So how does that help me? Generally, how does that help me? Can we go Spain? Are you just going to Spain? Go on, go back there. It mentioned Spain. Alright, I guess we're going to Spain. That kind of makes somewhat sense. Oh, suppose, wait, hold on. Lobino mentioned the bull and the sword being like a reference to Spanish, like a Spanish family. Alright, and then we must need the tripod and the gem in this place. Hello. Don't walk right into the... Just walk right in the water.
House?
Who wants to know?
I could tell the old coot was going to be trouble. My
Always.
name's George Stobart. I was wondering whether
The house is not open to the public.
Is it not?
this is the De Vasconcelos house.
And what business is that of yours, senor?
Look, all I want
Yeah, I was
is
just
to
wanting to
the
speak to
head of the
someone about it.
There is no household. Only the Countess and myself.
May I speak to the
Tell me about
Countess?
the Countess de Vasconcelos.
She doesn't receive guests. That's all you need to know.
You don't even know what I have to talk to her about.
She hasn't won the lottery, has she?
No,
No, she hasn't.
I'm not gonna lie.
A
I'm not gonna
more
lie.
cunning man might have claimed that she had.
Oh yeah? They might have, might they?
And that more cunning man would have been kicked off the premises.
Very true.
The Countess doesn't do the lottery.
I mean, she probably doesn't need the lottery. If she's got enough money to
What do you
have
know
this
about the
estate, she
Templars?
probably doesn't need
Who
to
wants to
win the
know?
lottery.
Are you angling for a bribe or something?
You have nothing that I want, senor, except the pleasure of your absence.
The guy was obviously protecting the Countess against the whole world. But why?
Yeah, he's very protective, which is nice. Do we want to show him that?
What do you think of this tripod?
I think nothing of it.
Fair enough. Big ass gem.
See this gem? Men have died for it.
Do I look as if I care?
Probably doesn't care at all. Right.
This lab pack
ID
mean
card.
anything to you?
Nothing.
The man.
Do you recognize this man?
No,
Would you like
Handshake.
to shake hands?
I do not think so, senor.
Do you recognize
Alamut.
this matchbook?
I don't smoke.
That's very good. Shouldn't smoke. I think the rest's going to be
I'll be going for now.
no.
Adios, senor.
Right, can I walk this way? Are you just going to let me? Are you going to let me go in the house?
Hey, you.
Yeah.
Yeah? What
Didn't
is
think
it?
so.
You would not like it if people just wandered into your home, would you?
Well,
Probably not, no.
no, I guess not.
Then show a little consideration.
Okay.
Alright.
Sorry.
Alright. So, how are we breaking into the house? Are we
I didn't like the idea of carrying 30 yards of hose around me, so I left it alone.
That's a fair point. So we need to get inside. Thought maybe we were able to turn it off and then have him come in to turn it back on, and then we can disappear. We can like go across that way to
The main part of the house
turn
is
it back
old,
on.
but nowhere near as old as the gatehouse section.
Right. So we can't get in the house right now. There is a... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, is he going to let us come across this way? So this is... Is this the gatehouse? Or is this a mausoleum? I forget which. I think it's more likely a mausoleum.
Rats! It's locked.
Okay, so we need to probably get
I wasn't about to go clambering on rooftops
permission.
if I didn't have to. There was a statue of a guy on top of the building. He looked like a knight with a spear and some sort of staff.
Okay. Right, so we need to get ourselves into the house to speak to the lady.
Hello again.
Hi.
You again.
Yes,
Yep,
me.
And it's a real bonus to see your smiling face, too.
See, that door looks like it's open from this angle.
What do you make of this?
So that's it. You're a salesman.
Not
If I was
quite.
hawking medical supplies, I can think of better places to hawk them. I don't suppose this red nose means anything to you,
May as well ask for everything.
El Flojo.
El who?
Excuse me?
El Flojo. He is a clown on state television.
Oh, is he any good?
He is as funny as scabies. Without the laugh.
Oh, so he's not funny. Not funny at all.
Look at this tissue.
It's a tissue with some greasy muck on it.
Yes.
Yes,
Right.
it's very true.
Have you got any use for a fistful of plaster?
No.
That was good to know as well. Can I beat
you
you
know what
to...
this is?
Can I use this?
I have a similar tool for opening culverts on the estate.
This is the posh one.
I'll be going for now.
Adios, senor.
Adios. Right, so what are we doing? We need to distract him to get into the house. And I don't know how to do that. Have we missed anything around this side?
I didn't like the idea of carrying... The hose ran from some...
Right, can we... Oh wait, can we use that? Okay. We can use the... I don't know where he's going. George? Oh wait. Alright. He's set it away in his thingy to pump.
My hose has stopped.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was here the whole time.
Well, I'm sorry to hear it. It's always sad when an old tradition comes to an end.
Very true.
Did you have anything to do with it?
Well, I'm shocked.
Absolutely mortified.
How could you
No
think
way.
such a thing?
There's no way that we did anything like that.
Very easily. I'm going to find out why my hose has stopped. And that means going into the house. You are not, absolutely not, to go in the house.
Okay.
If you do go in the house, I will set the dogs on you.
What dogs are we talking about? If it's a big beefy dog, then maybe I can survive. They're usually quite cuddly. If it's a little chihuahua or a little lapdog, those ones are the vicious ones. Can I take that back now? Or do I have to leave it? Okay, I've just got to leave it. Never mind. Let's go straight in.
I love suits of armor. Who doesn't?
Probably someone who has to wear one.
The armor was about my size.
I had a mental vision of putting it on and clanking off to see the Countess, with the gardener
That's
hanging hopelessly on the outside.
probably not a good idea.
Apart from being stupid and unworkable, it was a great plan.
I mean, it would be funny to see. Right, so we're going into the basement. I think we need to be going upstairs. Never mind. I guess the dogs are there. We hiding?
Hey, you. I know you are there, American. All right, you dogs. I'm coming.
I'm not there. I'm not there. I can't believe that worked. I wasn't even trying.
It was just a little utility room with no exit, unless you counted the window, and I didn't.
I mean, would you class the window as an exit? Right, I'm going upstairs to go and see the Count. Oh, hello.
Madre Dios, who are you?
My
Hi.
name's George Stobart. I'm sorry to burst in like this.
You must leave at once. You're not wanted here.
Please, if you just listen a minute.
Yes, a moment of your time, please.
State your business, Senor Stobart.
There's been a series of murders, part of some conspiracy.
Very true.
Anyway, the trail
This is true.
led me here.
Here? There is nothing for the outside world here.
Over 600 years ago there was.
What do you mean?
This whole thing ties in somehow with
The Knights Templar. I mean, you got Templar iconography up here.
Dust.
They had a secret that was so important, they went to a lot of trouble to hide it.
I do not see what this has to do with my family.
Your family had a strong connection with the Templars, right? I believe
I hope so.
that they have
I hope we're not on the
planted
barking up the wrong tree.
Why should I believe a complete stranger who barges into my home?
Just let me have a look around. If I find nothing,
You'll be spending the night at the police station. Very well. Please.
Fair point. All right, I'll take that deal. I really hope we find something.
I know your family is involved with the Templars, but I don't know how.
Yeah, how do they
You
know?
should be asking how my family were involved, Senor Stobart. The Templars ceased to exist centuries ago. And as for De Vasconcelos, the line dies with me.
Who's going to get this house, though?
Don't be.
That's really upsets me. Who's going to get the house?
Okay, whatever happened almost 700 years ago. So, if the Templars left any clues, they're going to be in stuff that dates back to the early 14th century.
Obviously.
So, what do you have around here that's early medieval?
Early medieval. Let me see.
I'm going to say the little
house
hut.
is relatively modern, a scant 3 centuries old.
Only 300 years.
The
That's
chess set.
positively young.
That chess set is over 600 years old? It must be worth a fortune.
Indeed it is. Not that I would part with it, of course.
No, I wouldn't either. That's the sort of thing that gets handed down to your children.
Sorry.
Its value is less than you might think. The set is not complete. One of the pieces is a modern replacement. As to the original, it was lost a long time ago.
Nobody has any
Lost
idea
where?
No. The children had it when they were taken.
Children? What children?
All in good time, Senor Stobart.
Oh, we have no...
May I examine the chess set?
Certainly. But do not move any of the pieces.
Alright.
Okay, thanks. Close up, the modern piece stood out like a sore thumb. There was something else odd about the set.
What was
the
that?
original pieces had irregular bases.
Hi.
My lady, I have to warn you, there's a...
Hello.
You! Why, I'll feed you to the dogs.
Lopez, what have I told you about feeding intruders to the dogs?
It upsets the
That's my
stomachs.
lady.
It upsets the
Never
stomachs.
without my permission. Senor Stobart, if I find that you're wasting my time, you will be fed to the dogs. Now,
Very well.
I want to show you something interesting. Follow me.
Okay, don't mind if I do. My guy here, come on. Have you got the key?
Lopez, unlock the door, por favor. This is the only remaining structure on the estate contemporary with the Templars.
I thought so.
What is it, a summer house?
A mausoleum.
I'll say it's another summer house. George, please.
Oh, come with me.
Let's go into the creepy mausoleum.
Hey, senor.
Yeah?
Yes.
I do not know what
I'm
you
watching
have told my
you.
lady to be shown these favors, but I do not trust you.
That's
You've
very
got
well. That's
nothing to worry
very
about.
fine.
Won't
That's
you
very
come
fine
in?
to not trust me.
No,
I am
the
just a
dead do not
stranger.
interest me. My garden is a living thing. I will be there.
All right.
Wow, this is old.
It was constructed in the 13th century as the final resting place for the De Vasconcelos Templars.
It's
Okay.
well maintained.
These are my ancestors, and they deserve respect.
That's very true.
Here at least once a week to say a prayer for them.
Mind if I have a look around?
By all means.
Do I have a kind of mess around? Can I just interact with stuff and just start poking around?
On removing the Bible, I found a pattern on the lectern top. Hey! It's a checkerboard!
That's where your pieces are.
Close up, I could see that the pattern was made up of glass squares over a checkerboard pattern. A big statuette of the Virgin Mary kept an eye on the place.
I think that has to do with the chess set. Also, where the kids were missing a piece.
May I ask you something?
You may ask.
Is the Virgin Mary really the right person to be sharing a mausoleum with 5
A
knights?
little bit rude, but
You are
I'll allow the
showing
question.
your ignorance,
Yeah.
Senor Stobart. The Templars were dedicated to the Virgin Mary.
What's the story with the glass chessboard?
Glass chessboard. Oh, the pattern on the lectern.
I don't think it is.
Decorative, I'm sure.
There are pieces of glass missing from it.
Oh, it has been like that since I was a girl.
The gaps in the glass chessboard look awfully deliberate.
I get the feeling that your chess
It's
set.
ridiculous. What possible significance?
I think it's to do with your chess set.
Part of a chessboard, and the gaps are for...
Senor Stobart. You cannot mean...
This
Absolutely.
place was built for the Templars. Your chess set is as old.
The chess set is the key.
It's kind of
And
suggestive.
the
isn't it?
chessboard is the lock.
I think this must be it. This is what the manuscript is pointing to.
This is extraordinary.
Are you going to be playing chess?
Am I to understand that the Templars left a puzzle here?
Yes.
And in all of this time we failed to realize that there was a puzzle?
Yes.
It was wonderful to watch the Countess change before my eyes.
Right. Well, no time for wallowing in self-pity, eh, Senor Stobart?
Not at all.
Mystery has had a good long run, but it ain't here. And
Spark of inspiration.
All those years of fatalism were falling away from her.
now, Lopez! Lopez! Put that hose down and listen! Go to the house and get my chess set. Yes, the old chess set! Now, hurry! My, this is exciting, is it not?
It is. I love a good archaeological.
This could be a blind alley.
Oh,
love a good archaeology like puzzle.
It's good to
That
see you.
thrill of the chase of finding clues.
you know, I think I am.
While we're waiting, I'd really like to know what happened here. I
Yes.
mean, the curse and everything.
It all began at the time of the dissolution of the Templars.
We're getting low.
Don Carlos
We're getting low, guys.
their ranks to become a scholar.
Don Carlos. Is he the guy who went missing?
See, but he had reckoned without the local bishop. Their bishop envied us our lands and determined to use the papal edict as an excuse to destroy us.
Basically, he wanted the
On one
house.
of his scholarly journeys,
Messy breakup. He wanted the house.
when Don Carlos returned, it was to find his loyal manservant slain and his children gone.
They took the kids? But why?
Oh, we will never know.
Is that the
bishop
kids
denied
who
all
the kid who took
knowledge
the
of
piece?
children's disappearance. But witnesses had seen his men kill the servant who had been charged to protect them.
What happened to Don Carlos?
He swore he'd find his children if he had to go to the edge of the world.
Now that's a dad for you.
And took up his sword and shield and rode out alone. He was
Did he come
never
back?
seen again.
Hello.
Ah, Lopez, you have the pieces.
See, my lady, as you asked.
Yeah, we're playing chess in the crypt.
Would you be so kind?
My lady.
Calm yourself, Lopez. I believe Senor Stobart's motives are pure.
Very well, my lady.
Very well, thank you. Thank you, lady. Thank you.
My lady seems to trust you.
Yes, but you don't?
No, senor.
I would expect no less. I would expect no less.
It fits, Senor Stobart. It fits.
Working quickly, I found which pieces went into which holes.
Oh, damn. Click on any unplaced chess piece and it will turn to a real pattern on its base. Likewise, click on any hole in the board and it will show a pattern. Sorry? Each chess piece will be dragged into the hole of its corresponding pattern. To do this, drag the piece to the correct hole on the chessboard. I missed the beginning of this. Jump up a piece in the wrong hole, it'll jump back to the side. Red, white, blue, green. Red, white, blue, green. Oh no, hold on, I was in the wrong one. That one. So let's just start from this row and then we're going to go from right to left. So we're looking for green, white, red, blue. Green, white, red, blue. So this one, green, white, blue, red. Right, so next one. Green, blue. I'm going to call that black in the bottom right hand corner. It's dark green, but I'm going to call it black just so I don't have to keep on saying dark green. Green, blue, red, black. Green, blue. Green, blue, red, black. So that's right. Blue, white, red, green. That's the knight. Blue, red, green, black. Blue, red, green, black. Blue, red, green, black. Wait, we're not. I thought we were missing a piece. Maybe we are. White, blue, and we just haven't got, because we've got 4 slots left and 4 pieces. Right. White, blue, red, green. White, blue, red, green. Red, green, blue, black. Red, green, blue, black. Red, black, green, blue. Has to be that one, which means that one has to be that one. There we go.
Red pieces in place, the square bases fit onto the white pieces. I just had to figure out where to place them.
Okay, so we're missing. Okay, now I'm confused.
Bingo! I mean,
Oh,
checkmate.
I have no idea how that. Okay. Oh, hello, Chalice.
Senor Stobart, look!
What is that? It's not...
I spent ages just messing around with that puzzle. Ages.
No, Senor Stobart. It is the communion chalice of the De Vasconcelos, missing for almost 700 years.
Wow! Well, go on.
I legit thought I only had to put them on the white. I could only put them on the white squares, which kind
Go ahead.
of threw us off just what he said there.
This is your moment of triumph, Senor Stobart.
Sure, I'm sure.
I mean, maybe it's a trapdoor.
The possibility of death traps only occurred to me a few
Yeah, I was gonna say, like standing on top of that and the death trap on down there.
So the curse of the De Vasconcelos is lifted?
Oh, no.
Yes. Oh
The
no.
Countess was thrilled to find the lost chalice, but there's still the riddle of the missing knight.
Well, you can forget about that now and get back to finding the Templars' secret.
Okay, so
Actually, I promised the Countess I'd find Don Carlos.
You what?
I can explain everything.
please do.
You've got the odds for a withered old Spanish aristocrat?
The Countess entrusted
Maybe.
the chalice.
She's a nice old lady.
Her
Okay.
ancestor's tomb.
You're as crazy as she is. Haven't you got enough problems? Khan and the Templars?
It's all part of the same thing. The chalice is important, I'm sure. The manuscript pointed us to the knight, and I have to find him.
What then?
I don't know. But when the knight and the chalice are reunited, maybe I will.
Okay. Knight in the Chalice.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Okay, so we've done that one. Well, semi-done that one. That led us to Spain for the chalice.
A knight with a crystal ball. The knight scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings,
We don't have a crystal
you will
ball.
be enlightened.
We do have a chalice, though.
There's a guy with a sword. Between them is a... There's a woman, but the reflection...
Look.
Okay, I'm genuinely confused about what we're doing here.
This is the chalice I discovered in Spain.
I still can't figure out why the Countess gave it to you. After losing it for all those years, she simply gave it away to a total stranger?
True.
She's one prawn short of a paella.
Rude.
The Countess is a fine lady.
She's a fine
You
lady.
shouldn't compare her with seafood.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's something going on between you and that Countess.
Are you serious? She's old enough to be my grandmother.
Also jealous much?
No way.
Really, no way. Can I zap you now?
I'd better get back to the quest.
Right, so where's this leading me? Should we check? Okay, so we're gonna go anywhere else. We're alright. So we go and check the museum. Ask him about the chalice, maybe? Hello.
Hi, Andre. Hello, Georgie.
About the chalice.
What do you make of this cup, Andre?
It's a 14th century communion vessel. Spanish, probably.
Very good. I'm not even going to show him the...
Thanks for your help, Andre.
I'm not even going to
You're
show him
welcome.
about the tripod. Right, so I guess we're done in here. So back to Montfaucon. Oh, hello. We have people. Are you a killer? Are you the costume killer? Hi. Can I talk to you maybe a little bit?
Excuse me, officer. What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Les Templiers.
Oh, we've asked this question before. All right.
What
Chalice?
does this chalice suggest to you?
Wine.
Is that
What do you
everything?
know about medieval ironmongery? Have a look at this little baby.
A tripod. What is it for?
It's for the gem.
You don't know?
No, monsieur. Nor do you, I think.
That's actually very true. I have no idea what...
Does this red nose mean anything to
Oh,
you?
wait.
Aha! A prosthetic nose.
It is?
No.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
And are we going to distract? Are we going to cause a scene? Are we going to cause a scene and he has to get it up
You
and...
with the balls.
Oui?
Look, a red nose.
Oh, you say, whoop-de-doo.
That kind of looks like Lobano.
How did you learn to be a juggler?
Juggler? What is this juggler?
It's you.
Jongleur.
Juggle, that makes
Is
you
it jongleur?
No, I am a jongleur.
Jongleur.
Juggler.
Sorry, jongleur.
What's that?
Jongleur.
Mon Dieu! A jongleur is an artist, a master of the contragravitic aeroballetic mysteries. In centuries past, the courts of the crowned heads of Europe.
So you throw balls for a living.
Jongleurs,
All right.
witty, erudite men to whom the monarchs turned in their hours of need.
Wait a minute, wait. Let me get this straight. Our enemies are at the borders. Plague ravages the land, and...
I mean, you gotta
the peasants are
smile.
revolting. Thank God we've got Chuckles the Jongler to throw his balls around. I don't think so.
Are we...
Juggling doesn't look so difficult.
Oh, it does not, does it not? Perhaps you feel you could do better, no?
I'll give it a try.
Maybe?
Yes.
Are you just going to
I
throw...
had no idea what I was doing. But this guy was obviously an idiot, so how difficult could it be?
Probably very difficult.
A lot more difficult than I thought. That's how difficult. Still,
Okay.
it was my big chance to be derided by complete strangers.
Not so easy after all, is it?
No.
No, I guess not.
It really isn't. Not that many balls. However, I'm now wondering, we need to...
Hi again.
Oh, with cup?
We? What is it this time?
Does this chalice mean anything to you?
It is very badly designed. I would not wish to drink from such a vessel.
You're not going to get the chance, Buster.
Okay. Do you know anything about the
What
Knights
do you know about
Templar?
the Knights
May
Templar?
as well ask him.
Le Templier? Ah, the last Grand Master, Jacques du Molay, was burnt on an island in the Seine in 1314.
Wow. You're pretty well educated for a
On
juggler.
the sign?
No, monsieur.
I'll say that.
I read it
The
on
sign.
the board over there.
Look, a red nose.
Ah, you are a clown.
A clown.
Maybe.
No.
No?
If so, you would be a much better jongleur.
For a moment, an idea capered around near the spotlight of my attention, but fell down the pothole of abstraction before I could focus on it.
Okay.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Can I... shake his hand?
Hi again.
Oui? What is it this time?
It didn't seem right to fry somebody's palm when they make their living with their hands.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate.
Catch you later.
Catch you in a
Au revoir,
bit.
monsieur.
Right, so can I throw that at
Hi
him?
again.
Oh, I'm talking to about.
Oui? What is it this time?
Look, a red...
Ah,
A clown.
no.
For a moment, but fell down the pot. Catch you later.
Yeah,
Au
catch you
revoir,
later.
monsieur.
Are we interacting with two items? So,
Maybe not.
can't use it on me. Wait.
I had no desire to talk to the crowd.
Okay. I seem to remember something about the red nose and causing a scene, and then he has to deal with it or something like that. Oh, hello. You on you? Are you wearing a hat? Or are you rocking a really cool hairstyle?
Excuse me, Father.
It's a hat.
Pardon?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Hi.
Not at all, monsieur. It will be my pleasure to help you.
Thank you.
How long
About
have you
yourself?
worked here?
Hardly work, monsieur. This is a calling. I have been helping Father Flambert for nearly 6 months now.
I guess you don't know much about the history of this church then.
If you're new here,
Just a little.
You've got quite a shine on that candlestick.
very true.
Oui. Anything less than best would be an insult to the Almighty.
I guess so.
I don't, to
I
be fair,
never thought of it like
I don't
that.
think you would really care that much in the grand scheme of things.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Having a universe to run and all
Come
that,
to the right
like Lark.
place, if that is your interest. Many of them were executed in the square outside. It was a disgrace to France.
Well, the Pope was right behind it, though.
Clement V was a man of mammon, not of God.
Maman?
That's kind of forthright for a priest, isn't it?
You think so? It is hard to be
I
sure.
don't know who Maman is.
It is so long ago.
I'm showing me ignorance on that kind of history.
I noticed that the stained glass window on the left looks more modern than the middle one.
You have a keen eye, monsieur. The original window was destroyed in the last war. It was as old as the
World
church.
War
Early
II?
14th century.
Oh, man.
Was the last World War II?
awful.
In France?
A terrible loss. Still, the church and the other windows survived.
What do
Chalice?
you make of this chalice?
It certainly looks very old.
About as old as this church, I think.
There seems to be an engraving on it.
Yeah?
Really?
What does it say?
I do not know. It is very tarnished. With your permission, I could try polishing it. I promise I will be very careful.
As long as you are. I mean, it's probably...
That'd be very good.
destroy the value.
Very long.
It's going to destroy the value.
Feel free to look around.
Okay, thanks.
Let's have a bit of a chat. Have a look at that.
On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack.
Can I rip it off?
Well, I could have just taken the end off the staff, but I wanted to be sure what I'd be getting out of vandalizing a church, other than deported.
That is a fair point, actually.
A scroll, a scholarly... A stone knight lay in full stone armor, carrying all that...
Yeah, I had a look at that one
A
already.
stone knight... I wondered if this guy...
The priest was still busy with the chalice, so I decided...
Okay. So we go and... Can we leave the church and come back, or do we have to stay in the church?
A knight there...
He's doing a very good job of cleaning, polishing that chalice. I really hope that it works out alright.
Guide his way to the next world. I guess. I didn't have time to sit around.
I mean, we're kind of just standing around walking around. So, I'm going to say yes, we do have time to... So I can't use it on myself.
Hi again.
Oui?
Look, a red...
Ah!
A clown.
No.
For a moment, an idea capered around near the spotlight of my attention, but fell down the pothole of abstraction before I could focus on it.
Okay,
Catch
so
you
he's
later.
giving me a clue.
Why, monsieur?
See, I initially thought if I could throw the nose into his mix, he'll end up stopping. Also, where's that guy's feet? Literally just a couple of lines coming out. Someone, my friend, has just
Hello again.
forgotten to draw your feet.
monsieur.
Does this red nose...
Ah!
Do I look like a clown?
No. Nah. If I'd known you were a clown, it would
Okay, this is new. Hold on, this is new.
and not a humiliation for you.
What do you mean?
Whoever heard of a plainclothes clown?
He had a point.
So you're saying that if I juggle badly with a red nose, I'd be the king of comedy. But
Oh,
if
really?
I juggle badly without it,
You look like a pathetic loon. Oui, monsieur. You
Okay.
have it.
I'll see you around.
Does that mean...
I'll be there.
Does that mean I can talk to him again? Do I have to show him it again?
Hi again.
Can I have another go at...
What is it this time?
I'd like to have another try at juggling,
Okay.
please.
You have gone on a crash course?
No, I just had an insight into presentation.
Huh?
Allow me to demonstrate. The balls, please.
If you insist on completing your...
Okay, we're gonna humiliate him.
Yeah.
He's going. Are we gonna get a laugh out of him?
Okay, now for my secret weapon.
Congratulations.
The juggler was speechless with rage. You could have mistaken him for a mime. And without a word, he collected his balls
All right.
and left in a fury.
You left a red ball.
Hey! You forgot one of your balls! Hey!
But he didn't hear. Better still, deprived of his entertainment, the gendarme decided maybe he ought to do some policing.
Okay, so he's gone. All right. Nice. Goodbye. Right. So I'm going to go back in here for me chalice, I think.
The priest was still busy with the chalice, so I decided to have another look around the church.
I've looked at everything, though.
A row of old pews, beautifully carved and glowing with polish. I thought of all the people who must have sat here over the decades. All those Parisian derrieres, firm buttocks of the young ladies,
Stop getting a
the
bit
flabby flesh of the
spicy,
old
aren't you?
That wasn't a pleasing image, so I went back to the young ladies.
You know what? I would too. Excuse me, what was that?
The priest was still busy with the...
Alright. Okay, so these guys are just standing here doing nothing. Can I open this now? Yeah, so guys, show's
I had no
over.
desire to talk to the crowd.
I'm just going to go down and back into the sewer.
If I wanted to get deeper into these catacombs, I was going to have to get onto that path. If the near edge hadn't crumbled away, I could have jumped it easily.
Alright, so we're going this way and we're looking at these.
The wall had flaked, and anything once written on it had long since gone.
We're doing that one.
The inscription was hard to read, but I made out Templier and something about innocence.
And third one.
My medieval French isn't much, but the few words I understood seemed to say, "This is where the gallows used to stand." Maybe.
Can I go around the corner? Yes, I can. Oh, hello. That's an image and a half. Also breaking the wall there.
I pushed against the door, but it seemed to be locked.
I can't look at that. So we're missing something. So we can't do anything with that. Can I do a breaky break? No? Goat? Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Did I actually hear that right? Why does the... Why are we hearing a goat when we can't use that thing? Alright, so what are you...
The hook lay in a bed of chain.
Can I pick up the hook? It's not going to let me pick up the hook. Strange. It's just going to let me look at it.
The hook lay in a bed of chain.
Can I smash?
Nothing hollow there.
Can I smash?
It was time for some brutal destruction.
Okay, hollow.
Hey! That's hollow! I'd poked a hole in an historical site. If
you're going to jail.
Came by, they'd lynch me for this.
I see you going to jail for
There was
that.
some sort of mechanism hidden inside the wall, with a lever in the middle of it. Here goes. The secret door had jammed. I couldn't get through that gap. I'd pulled the lever right over.
Chain. And yank it off. Pause. Okay, so is that the secret door around the corner there? Do we need the chalice?
Boy, had I ever made a mess of that door.
It's totally fine. Totally fine. They're never going to find it. Totally fine. I mean, realistically, who comes down the sewers anyway?
The beginning was
hello.
the end. An end wrought by our enemies began our darkness. In the end will be a beginning.
That's rather loud.
To our enemies heralds our new day. Report.
These are Templars.
Establishments are in flux. The end of the Cold War has left them with no clear goal and as obvious targets for budgetary cuts. We have successfully promoted a sense of betrayal in the upper echelons.
Okay, I don't recognize these people.
Have cast them adrift.
I recognize him.
Is emerging. Our time is now.
I don't recognize any of the other ones. He was in the hotel in, well, in Paris.
Governments are giving the corporations more respect than their own citizens. A groundswell of dissatisfaction and dissidence is growing. The corporations are becoming too large and complex for their own executives to control them. A blind belief in market forces is accelerating this trend the world over. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
I get the feeling these are Templars. Modern Templars.
Government has never been lower. We have inculcated a sense of immediacy and action over forethought and planning in all the major governments. They are acting on hasty decisions that
I don't want to say that I recognize that accent because I might be entirely wrong.
Pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
Excellent.
Yeah, this guy.
The tired old government.
It's either, and I apologize for I apologize in advance. It's either a South African accent or it's a really bad Australian accent.
So, where is the broken sword?
As we discussed last time, with the loss of the manuscript, our search is as a corollary hindered.
And as discussed last time, you have been furnished with a dramatically increased budget. What
I don't recognize him.
With our money?
I think he may be the big bad.
We are working on the principle that the Templars, that is to say our predecessors,
Hold on. These are the Templars?
Must have left a trail when they were hiding the clues to the Sword of Baphomet's location.
Sword of Baphomet?
Small army
That's a big deal, that one.
And archaeologists ferreting out that trail.
I trust these historians and archaeologists are more trustworthy than your friend Pegram.
Pegram was loyal. He tried to protect the Lochmarn gem when the Hashashin came near.
True, he did.
Failed. And don't call that Syrian maniac the Hashashin. He's an assassin. Plain and simple.
That's not what he believes. He actually thinks.
I mean, he's probably on a holy quest.
I have to remind you that we have a sacred duty. A trust. When Philippe attempted to destroy the Order, we lost the sword and our power with it. Now we have the opportunity to reforge it.
Okay, so this is where it gets dark. It gets deeper.
We need.
I have no idea who these people are. Well, I know the Templars, but I know no idea if they're going to go away in that boat or they're going to come upstairs.
Professor Baphomet.
Yes, of course. My apologies. We will find Baphomet and the sword, manuscript or no. We have already found another element actually within.
Oh, really?
Excellent. What is it?
Well, we're not exactly sure at present. Ha! But I have my best people working on it. You would do well not.
So you know there's a piece here, but you don't know what it is,
At least
or where it is.
I have not murdered one of our own.
Of course. That guy was the bogus doctor in the hospital.
Marquet was a liability. Eklund dealt with him on my orders.
Very true.
Master, I did not mean to.
Have you any good news for us, Professor?
Yes, do tell.
We already
Do
know
tell.
3 of the elements. We know that Klausner had obtained the lens before he vanished.
The lens.
Where was he?
We could do with the lens.
We know that he arrived, but after that, nothing.
The assassin.
I fear so. It's a shame. Klausner was a good operator.
Are we going after Klausner?
This will be our last meeting in person until we locate the sword of Baphomet. I hope that I don't need to emphasize the importance of finding it. Without it, our endeavors come to nothing.
Very true. I think we're going to stop you.
Sword reforged.
I think we're in the market to stop them.
We have the power to sweep the stage of all opposition. The next time that we meet.
I mean, really, realistically, what's the sword going to do?
The princess of this world!
Or checking in with Psych Ward, whatever comes first. Or they're all going off in the boat. That's a very strong boat to carry those 6 people. Are we going down? Can I go down? Also, I want my chalice back. Non-omnis.
There was a large circle marked out on the floor with a stump in the middle.
Tripod.
Around the circle, I could see words inlaid into the stone. On the circle's circumference were the Templar seal and 2 Latin phrases, Non omnis moriar and Clarior e tenebris. I shall not die completely, the brighter from the darkness.
Okay.
In the middle of the circle was a stump of stone, a shaft of daylight from the world above lancing down to touch it.
I think we have what we need. And can I combine that and that?
Maybe not.
The tripod's feet fitted neatly into the notches on the top of the
Very
stump.
true. And then crystal on top.
The light falling from above struck the gem and scattered in 5 neat rays. And each ray picked out a letter. Starting from the left, I could read M-A-R-I-B.
Marib.
Now all I had to do was figure out what the heck that meant.
Back to Nico? Okay.
Nico, I've seen them.
Who?
The Templars.
The Templars. I spied on their meeting in the catacombs.
And you saw the Knights Templar?
I saw a bunch of guys masquerading as Templars.
Very
They're
true. They
after
weren't
something
like
called
dressed up or anything like that.
Baphomet. The bogus doctor was there. The guy who killed Marquet. The manuscript is the key, just as we thought. It shows the way to the broken sword, whatever that is.
And how does the assassin fit into all this?
He's out to stop them.
Trying to stop them?
These
Is he on our
real
side?
Templars.
He's not really on our
They're
side,
men
though.
and women in
We're out to
influential
stop them.
positions. Don't you see? Plantar was one of them. The assassin killed him for the manuscript, to stop them finding the sword.
But now we have got the manuscript.
Yes.
So, how do they hope to find the sword?
I don't know. They said
Guesswork.
something about a lens and a guy called Klausner who's gone to Syria. But they didn't seem to realize the significance of the very site of their meeting. You see, after they'd gone, I discovered a stone pedestal
we
with a
discovered it.
carved inscription. I set up the
Marib.
gem on the
Marib.
tripod, directly below a beam of light. The gem split the beam and lit the letters M-A-R-I-B.
Marib is a village in Syria.
Are we going to? We're going to Syria, aren't we?
Klausner beat me to it.
You're not thinking of going there yourself, are you?
Why not?
These guys are crazy and dangerous. That reminds me, you should leave the gem here.
Okay. What about the tripod?
I'll send it back to Andre, anonymously.
Very true. All right, that does me nicely.
Do you think I should go to Marib?
Syria is a long way, Georges.
It is, yes. Let's go to Syria. I like that. A few hours later. Right, so welcome to Syria, guys. And unfortunately, I think we are going to leave that here for this week. Because I don't know how long the Syria section is. I remember it taking me quite a while. 2 seconds. I'm just going to go big me. I remember it taking me quite a while to do. However, I also remember Ireland taking me quite a while to do, and that was incredibly short. And I'm beginning to wonder if my memory of this game is reliable. It's probably going to take us like 10 minutes to do this entire section. However, we're going to do that 10 minutes in the next episode. I've just remembered as well, we've left the chalice with that priest in Montfaucon. And I kind of hope that we don't need it here. I would like to think that the game wouldn't soft lock us, because that would be really bad and that would upset me a great deal. In case you're unaware, some of the games in the past, some old classic point and click adventure games, used to be able to soft lock you if you used the wrong item in the wrong spot, but didn't used to give you any warning that you were using the item in the wrong spot, which is a bit of a pain. There's one classic one, I think it's the Curse of the Pharaoh or something like that, where your main character's carrying a salmon, picks up a sandwich and carrying a sandwich around with her, and you have to give the sandwich to someone in order to progress the storyline. However, if you interact with if you use the wrong thing or wrong interaction in the inventory, you will actually eat the sandwich yourself, but it doesn't tell you it doesn't mention any of that's a problem. It just lets you do it, and then you end up soft locking yourself because you then don't have a sandwich to give to this person to progress the story, and you also cannot make another sandwich. You can't obtain another sandwich. So basically, you just at that point you just had to restart the game from the beginning again, which was absolutely horrendous. There's been a couple of point-and-click adventures like that, where if you don't pick up... there's a sci-fi one. I'm forgetting the name of it now. Another one, if you don't pick up an item at the very start of the game, like in the first couple of screens, you can miss it and not pick it up. It will let you go through like nearly 70% of the game well, you're near the end, and you need that item that's right at the very beginning of the game, and if you don't have it, you will just not be able to beat the game. That's even more annoying. So it was a thing. It was a thing back in the day, and I'm pretty sure that Broken Sword hasn't done that. But that doubt is always in my head in things like this. So I'm hoping it doesn't come back to bite us. I really do. I think we might be going back to the church anyway. I think we've not finished with the puzzle in that church. Very strange. But anyway, like I said, we're going to leave that here for this week. I've been rambling on way too long. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, let me know in the comment section below. If you are new here, feel free to come hang out. Come check out some other stuff that we'll have going on. We would love to have you here. If you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you again for all support. It is much appreciated. Please remember, I do collect thumbs, so any you choose to give me will be most appreciated as well. I love you off the bottom of my heart, and you all know what's coming. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. And as always, just see you on the flip side. Bye-bye.